again, this is from Tom Wheelwright. Any dollar we save is money for our family. Diba? Remember, yung ating income from work, that's hard-earned money. Let's not give it away. Komot sinabi lang, let's not give it away. That is our money. That's our hard-earned. Ipaglaban natin yon. So, if there are ways, maybe this time, kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-file ng tax for this year, ibahin nyo ang story. Sabihin nyo sa gagawa ng tax nyo, I want a refund. I don't want to pay. I want a big refund this year. And see how will they react. This topic is actually part 2. Kasi it's been since the last time we had this session last week, and everybody is talking about taxes. And it's tax season kasi, right? So maraming inquiry about real estate investing and how you're gonna get some tax benefits investing in real estate. I was like, that's a very, very interesting topic. But I just put some disclosure here that I just want to share before we even start. I am a realtor. I am a certified real estate broker. I am a business owner. I am a 10X business coach recently. Yay! Cascara. Anyways, but I am not a certified accountant. Okay? Sa Philippines, I was a certified public accountant. Napakinabangan ko siya dito when I get into business. Kasi halos the same when it comes to the rulings, accountancy, but the regulations different. So I'm not a financial advisor that gonna give you some advices or something like that in the finance. No, I'm not a tax advisor either or a tax lawyer. So just a disclaimer. Para at least we know where we are, yung ating ground, right? To stand on that ground. And doing this session with you, we will be discussing yung mga basics. Pero you know what? I remember one of my coaches saying these basics are obvious, but sometimes we could not see. Now, because we're talking about taxes, who among us already filed our taxes?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Sister Shawnee, did you do it yesterday? Because I remember talking to her last Saturday, and she said when she gets back to Winnipeg, she's working outside Winnipeg. There! Sister, did you file your tax?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa?
Hindi pa. Good evening.
What about my sister, Shawnee? Did you file your tax yet?
Takot ako magbayad.
No. That's our discussion today. You're gonna be benefited by this, sister, for sure. Okay, since this is an interactive session, I just want you to keep your mic on just in case. So, pero syempre pag may maingay tayong background, I would like you to keep your mic off until such time that I call you, okay? Or you want to participate. Okay, number 1 question. Oh, here comes Sister Ellen. Sorry, sister. It took some time. As I told everybody, sister, we are discussing backed by popular demand. It's tax season. So they want to discuss more about taxes, and there's a lot of interesting stories that I get into from last Tuesday to this day. I was like, I think it's better to mag-swing tayo a little bit on taxes. Anyways, it's again related din sa real estate investing. So this will be part 2. Last time, we had an accountant from Liberty Tax. Now, you have me, pero I'm not an accountant, okay? Sa Pilipinas, oo. Yeah. Pero dito, I'm not certified accountant. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a tax lawyer, tax advisor. But it's just because we're in business, and therefore, we had this, a lot of interesting possibilities in order to listen. In order to, what's the right word? Ang ganda ng word here. How will I pay as little to the taxman as possible? You like that? Diba? That's a very interesting one. But because this is a very interactive session, ito muna ang tanong ko sa inyo. First, did you know when the tax started? Kailan nagkaroon ng tax?
Nung kay Caesars. Diba?
Biblically, diba, sister?
Yeah.
That's when. Ibigay mo kay Caesar, ang
Yes.
ay sa Diyos. During that time, this has been, sister, nabanggit yun ng ating Messiah. Meaning, it's been existing since that time, diba?
Yes.
Which is a very interesting thing. Good. Okay, that's the first trivia. Second one. Okay, I just want you to share your experience. Okay, the more we share our experience, the more na magkakaroon tayo ng knowledge about taxes. Okay, this is the second one. What is your most memorable experience during the tax season? It could be funny, it could be a mistake, or some lessons learned. I know all of us have been filing taxes for many years. Do not tell me na, oh, I don't have a tax experience. Even that is an experience. I don't care about my tax. I just filed. That's an experience too. Okay, what is your most memorable experience? When it's like, pag pinagsapan ng tax, ito agad ang pumupunta sa utak ko. What is that?
Yung kasi dito lang sa Canada, ko
Yeah.
na-enjoy. At the same time, yung sa charitable donations.
Okay?
Okay. So, the first time, I was reassessed because of that donations.
Mm-hmm.
So, ayun, parang sabi ko, bakit? Buti na lang lahat, I have receipts. So, yun. Ganun pala. The more you give ng mga donations na nako-question para sa kanila, bakit ganito, ganyan, parang malaki for them. And then when I give supporting documents, all cleared. Kaya natuwa ako na nakapag-donate na ako at the same time, meron pa siyang credits, tax credits.
That's correct.
So, yeah. Yun
Very
yung
good.
tatandaan ko lagi. And masarap, pag may refund, ang bilis ng refund. O, diba?
Diba? Kaya nauso dito kahit nga wala pang parang alam mo yon, if you know that tax rush kung tawagin or instant tax refund, naging parang hindi na nahihintay ng mga taxpayers, pumupunta na lang sila sa tax centers and then they'll gonna, oh, I need an instant tax refund. I was like, really? Can you do that here? Totoo pala yun. So when I happened to own one of the offices ng Liberty Tax, I was like, oh yeah, that is true. Hindi na nahihintay ng mga tao ang 6 na araw or I would say 10 business days for them to get their tax refund. Nagbabayad sila ng certain amount para makuha kaagad nila right now ang kanilang refund. So, I was like, wow, that's interesting. But yeah, tama si sister. That's one of the things. Refund and then charitable donations. Sometimes nagiging red flag kapag biglang, oops, ang laki nito. Bakit ang laki ng dinonate, right? Pero at the end of the day, as long as you have receipts, then yeah. Okay, good points. Next is Sister Shawnee. Sir, what is your most memorable experience?
Nung nagbayad ako ng 6,000, umiyak ako.
Oh, tax owing. Sister, kabaliktaran mo to. Sister Ellen, kabaliktaran mo Sister Shawnee. Okay, go. What is
Nagbayad
that?
ako dahil din sa hindi ako nagpay attention kung kompleto ba yung T4. Tapos may T4 ano ba yun? T4A1 ba yun?
T4A.
T4A, tapos may agency na may isang T4 na nakaligtaan.
Oh, yeah. And then you were reassessed.
Ma-reassess ako. Tapos ano yun? Yung audit?
Yep. Oh, it's an audit. Okay. So, iba pa yon. I mean,
Ayun. yung experience ko doon sa nagbayad ako ng tax, yun ang memorable experience ko.
Ang sakit sa dibdib. Ang sakit sa dibdib. Huwag kang mag-alala, sister, di ka nag-iisa. Okay? Meron
Masakit
ka
sa
maririnig
bangs
na
yun.
kasunod mo.
Pero
Okay.
the following tax season kasi dapat mabayaran yung within 1 year. So, sumama sa bills ko yung parang kinampute nila 300 per month.
Okay.
Tapos, yung dumating na sulat, natakot ako kasi parang yung sulat, it's like I feel like I'm really, yung legally sound letter na. Oh.
Yeah. Because that's how the CRA communicates with us. Okay. Kaya I want you to share your experience because at the end of this, we'll see how we're gonna approach these things. Okay. But yeah, sister, thank you for sharing that. I know may mga experience tayong lahat, but don't worry. I told you hindi ka nagsasolo sa ganyang experience. So, anyways, let's cut Sister Shawnee and let's go to Sister Maria.
Nako! Mas grabe ako mga sister. Every year, tatak ko na yan since I was doing double job, Sister Shawnee. 3,000, 3,000, and 3,000 every year. So hanggang pumatong na yung 3,000 na yon. So sabi ko, shit, hindi ko na mababayaran to ng kompleto taon-taon. So pinabayaan ko ng i-garnish nila. Pero bago nila i-garnish, nakipag-away muna ako sa taxation. Pero talo pa rin ako.
Oh no!
Kahit nabigyan ako na yung tama ka, Sister Shawnee, yung legal, yung mga letter na akala mo para kang wanted na kailan magbayad ka. Naku, hindi ako nagpatalo, sister. Nagpaano ko. Talagang nilabanan ko pa rin na sabi ko, I'd rather be a homeless or yung mag-aano lang ako ng welfare. Sabi ko gano'n, kung ganyan kayo sa akin. I work my ass off. Sabi ko gano'n sa kanila. Hindi daw pwede pa rin yun. You still have to pay your tax. I understand, but give me time. Sabi ko gano'n. You could start garnishing my check. Sabi ko gano'n, parang hindi ko makita. So until now, ginagarnish pa rin ako hanggang August na lang yung utang ko. Ano na naman yun, tax season na di madadagdagan na naman 3,000 yun.
No, this time, sister, there is way, okay? As I told you, there is.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Good sharing. And then
Mm-mm.
let's go to, before we go to Romel and Christy, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Jojo and Flo Rodriguez. I know they are on the road, I believe, kasi sabi nila there. So, but they're gonna be listening. Jo, Flo, we are actually on the discussion about how this real estate investing can give us this kind of tax benefits. But right now we're having this kind of sharing among us. What are our most memorable experience pagdating sa tax season? Kaya you hear them say. Now let's go to Romel and Christy.
Okay, so during COVID, we ran out of work, so I had to go and serve for a while, and then a few months later, I got let go, so now I had to apply for EI. But during that time, they paid me out, like a buyout. Now, at the same year, I had to pay a big chunk of money. So,
because you have to
yeah,
to pay back the serve?
Yeah.
No, yes, that is happening to many.
So what we end up doing is we end up paying taking some of the money from the buyout to put in the RSPs, so I didn't have to pay anything back.
Okay, good stuff. So RSP becomes one of the solution where you just hold some money into it and then it will give you delayed tax effect. Okay, all right. That's one thing. The RRSP. So you paid back some, but not all.
No, I paid off whatever I'm supposed to owe.
Okay.
And I end up getting, I can't remember how much, like a few $100s back. So they end up paying me, not me paying.
Oh, okay. But because of you put something on RRSP.
For the RRSPs, yeah.
Okay, understand. Okay. Wala bang masayang experience dito sa tax season? Okay, let's see. What about Christy? Christy, is it do you have that kind of I mean, what is your most or unforgettable experience?
I don't think I have a like memorable moment. I just know that like there's this one time I had to pay. So like every like after that, like because my dad does my taxes, so he always makes sure we buy enough RSPs so we don't pay anything.
Oh, okay. That's one thing good, right? If somebody in the family know how to compute what needs to be, reserve or something like that, then you will take advantage of the refund or whatever the government programs, right? So, but yeah, did I mention to the group about this book on the tax-free wealth? TFW by Tom Wheelwright. Did I mention that to this group, or did I just mention it to the club? I think it's in the club. Did you hear me say that, Christian, Roma?
I think I remember you saying something about that. I just can't.
Yeah. Okay. Because this is a very interesting book. I remember telling everybody about the 10 ways why CRA doesn't want you to know. Did you remember that book? Because I think that's one of the introduction that we had during our first part of the tax session. Like there is a book, I just didn't know who's the author, but it says 10 things that CRA doesn't want you to know. That's the first book. The second book, which I am about to finish, and I want to read it again over and over, is the Tax-Free Wealth, TFW, Tax-Free Wealth by Tom Wheelwright. He's a tax expert, and he discussed so many interesting things about taxes, which for sure in an hour I couldn't share all of them to you. But that is one of a great book to read, especially if you will be going to business. All right. So, but before that, I just wanna hear something from Flo or Joe. If you have some a very interesting experience or a very memorable experience about tax season.
Not really, because I've been doing our taxes personally, and
Nice.
it's just a simple salary and then deductions and donations and all. So we don't really have any experience about business taxes or that kind of thing.
Okay.
But I read somewhere that about this tax scheme that is beneficial. What they call this? I can't remember.
Like those benefits when you're filing taxes that people has to be aware of, something like that. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think for us, the more donations we give at the tax season, the less that we pay. Sometimes we even get refunds.
Okay, that sounds good.
The more donations that we give.
Okay.
So that's our experience.
Perfect. So similarly, thank you, Joe, for sharing. Similarly with Sister Ellen, that's her experience during tax season, that the more she puts into a charitable donations, although she experienced a red flag at the first time, by just providing the receipts and those kind of information to the taxman or the tax personnel during the reassessment, then it was approved and she got a refund. So good stuff. I love to hear your stories. Mine, I'm gonna share it with you later. Next, okay? I told you this is an interactive one. So all of us were gonna learn really in this session. Okay, what is your favorite tax deductions? I heard from your story, Jojo and Ellen, donations, right? Didn't hear anything. Those are the two. What else? Did you have a favorite tax deductions? Sister Ellen, wala kang mic. Favorite tax deductions, do you?
It's not a favorite. Kaya lang maganda kasi na babawasan pa rin yung income ko. Yung sa as financial advisor. So yung mga expenses ko
Okay, so business expense.
Yeah, business expense. As well as yung sa rental income ko din, business expense din.
Very good. Okay.
And
kasi,
then yung RSP contribution din nga.
okay, being a financial advisor and having a rental property, so yung business expense becomes one of the favorites pagdating sa tax deductions. Okay, who else has their favorites? Anyone? Sister Shawnee? Nothing?
My favorite is giving my church donation.
Okay, so donations too. Okay, donations too. What about Romel and Christy? Anything?
When you're able to claim your child's activities.
There you go. Yeah.
I guess.
So child benefits, right? Yung mga activities nila. It's actually child's expense. Okay, perfect. Although may cap yun, tama ba, Romel? Up to how much only?
Yeah.
Okay, but still, that's an incentive. Okay, what else? Can you remember anything? Oh, si Jojo, medyo sanay to dito because he's filing their taxes. Do you have any favorites on tax deductions?
Siguro yung medical.
Medical. Perfect. Okay, medical expense.
Pero there's a parang deductible limit. You
3%.
can only there's a limit. When you reach that limit, then the deductions can be considered.
Okay, perfect. Okay, may limit. So meron siyang limit, but again, you can expense it, right? So nice. Anything else? What about Sister Maria? Can you remember any tax deductions? Puro kasi tax payments ang nasa isip nito eh. Any tax deductions? Which one?
Well, yeah, refund sa school pag nag-ano ka.
Oh, school. How is it called? Is that a school?
Pag nag-aral ka,
Yes,
ako.
education, right?
Yeah.
The education expense. Kasi meron tayo even for, is it the adult learning kind of? And a school, generally school expense, nakaklaim yan.
Yeah, na-claim ko yung
Nakiklaim
tuition
siya.
fee. Yeah, na-claim ko yung tuition fee ko.
Very good. Very good. See?
Asa ano yun? 2011.
Yay! That
The
was
rest after puro bayad.
Sister, that's 14 years ago. This is really interesting. I love this session. I really love this session. Well, many of us are okay. Well, ako ang may question sa inyo. Did you know what's the difference between tax credits and deductible expenses? There's a huge difference between the two. Okay, trivia. Ang tax deductible or deductible expenses, we call it. Kasi if you have the taxable income, like si Sister Ellen, meron kang business, so you have this business expenses. Those are eligible expenses kung tawagin in tax world. Eligible expenses. Binabawas mo siya doon sa iyong income. Okay? Pero pag sinabing tax credits, nakikita to ni Jojo once na nagpo-file siya ng lalabas siya, and you will gonna see it if you have your NOH or GT1 General. You'll see there tax credits. It's actually a deduction from your tax payable. Ganun siya. So if you're gonna pay 10,000 and you have a tax credit of 5,000, so ang mangyayari doon, 10,000 minus your tax credit kasi that's 1:1 kung tawagin. You'll only pay 5,000, okay? So may mga eligible expenses like business, you have 10,000 na income minus 5,000, let's say 5,000 ang eligible expenses mo, 5,000, you have 5,000 taxable income. So that taxable income will be subject to tax. Let's say ang tax bracket mo is 30%. So yung 5,000 na yon times 30%, yun yung tax payable mo. So kung meron kang tax credits, dun siya ibabawas. So naintindihan niyo yung dalawang deductions na yon. So one is a deduction direct to the payable, to the income, and then the other one is the credits is direct deduction to your payables. So those two. Ano lang yon? It's it's tawag nito, facts. Now, kanina ko narinig yung sinasabing, naririnig ko kasi, kay Sister Shawnee, na sabi niya parang merong, tama ba? I heard it from some na may ganitong mga tax, is it from Sister Shawnee or kay Romel ko narinig? Na parang merong, hold on. Okay. Meron tayo narinig, pagka may business ka, you will have this tax benefits or meron kang tax shelter or naririnig natin yon, right? I think si Jojo yun na-share. But they don't have businesses, kaya it's a very basic tax filing yung ginagawa ni Joe, so he can do it for the family. But if you have businesses, there are many ways on how you can pay the taxman as less as you could possibly can. Ang tawag doon sa mga naririnig natin na yon, minsan nga hindi totoo eh. So maraming tax myth anyways. Akala ko pag maraming ganun dito. So just wanna make it sure that anything that you believe in about taxes, verify the information. Okay? Verify the information doon sa mga tax professionals and accountants. Nakakatuwa tong trivia na to. Sabi dito sa questions, if you will be given a chance, okay? You will be given a chance to change something in the tax law, ano yung gusto nyo na maging change? Of course, ang nasa isip ko dyan, syempre kung ano yung magbe-benefit sa atin, ano? Okay, let's listen. Just a simple word. Let's say, or a simple wish that you wanna change in the tax laws in the next, let's say not anytime soon, but in the next 5 years, 10 years. Kasi alam nyo, every year, just FYI, in my 5 years na nagha-handle ng Liberty Tax Service, lagi nyo makikita yung what's new. Laging may ganun sa sa CRA. Laging may what's new this year. It's very interesting. Now, if we will be given a chance, ano yung gusto nyong change? Sister Ellen, ikaw na naka-open. Take away.
Kung ang Dubai ba yun, yung walang tax? Pwede sana dito din. That's my wish.
I love that. I heard someone in the US na sabi niya, we don't need to pay tax in the US. It will make our economy even more better. So that they have their own thing. But yeah, okay. Thank you, sister. Ayoko nang may taran. Okay. Si Romel and si Christy, what's your wish? I wish there will be this change in the next 5 to 10 years.
I don't know. I just don't want to pay tax.
I love that, Christy. I don't know, but I don't want to pay taxes anymore, like huge taxes anymore, right? Okay, maybe it's gonna be the same with Sister Maria and Sister Shawnee. Sister Shawnee, go ahead.
I want to be paired with Alberta, like the same with Alberta, 5%.
There you go. Good stuff. Okay. All right, Sister Maria, your wish is my...
Just be fair with everybody, yun lang. Yung whoever's they should understand why we work so hard to live, right? Mm-hmm. They realize lang nila na people who work so hard, like 2 jobs, yun lang naging fair lang sila.
Okay.
They're the one who's asking for more. Yun yung doon.
Okay, here's actually a fact. It's not coming from me.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming from the book that I read, yung Tax-Free Wealth by Tom Wheelwright. The word fair is not present in the tax law. Just FYI. Okay? So, ganun talaga. But anyways, kaya nga pinag-aaralan natin to. Kasi we have ways to pay them less. Hindi lang natin alam. Okay? Next. Very interesting. I love it. Brian. Brian, welcome. Ang pinag-uusapan namin is about tax, Brian. Kaya we're just on a very interactive mode here kasi yung experience we learned from everybody. So, Brian, if you will be given a chance, ano yung
Well,
gusto mong change sa tax laws in the next 5 years?
I think same din naman. Everyone doesn't want to pay taxes. And yung sinasabi nga na, to be fair, that I don't think na what do you call this? Parang measure mo yan yung fair na taxes eh. Kasi mas gusto natin wala na lang tax. So for me, wala din talagang tax eh. Or kung magiging realistic man, is i-lower nila yung bracket ng both family, like yung wife and the husband, para mababa man lang yung pagka tumaas yung sahod mo, hindi ka umangat dun sa next bracket. So yun yung naisip ko as realistic siguro na possible na mangyari.
That's so true. That's so true. And do you possibly wish na sana mas maraming tax benefits madagdagan, 'di ba? Kung ang binibigay lang nilang magkano ang child tax limit, Rommel? Is it 2,500? I already forgot.
I can't remember. I think it was like about 1,200 a year.
1,200 a year for each?
Yeah, it's been a while, so I can't remember.
Really? Okay. Anyways,
1,200. 1,200.
or what I'm saying is, I think the 2,500 is the child expense. Anyways, see, ang dami nating assignment, no? Ang dami nating assignment. Let's be aware of what we are paying and what we are receiving from CRA, or ano ba talaga tong tax na to, right? Because you don't want to be just paying and without knowing. Okay? Yun yung gusto nating maging status quo after learning this session. Okay? So, si Jojo, ikaw ang gumagawa mismo ng tax. What would you wish to change?
You cannot really do without taxes. Kasi our government needs it for our benefit also, infrastructure and roads and health benefits and all. But I just wish na yung income natin hindi tinatax. So just the things that we buy and the services that we get, that's okay to be taxed. But our income, it should not be taxed.
Or even if it's going to be taxed, maliit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they really want to tax our income, at least not 40% or more. That's really too much.
Okay, thank you. That's very, I would say yes, because sabi nga, well, we're making money here, right? But because of how the tax laws is structured, whenever you make some money, then you get some tax to pay back, diba? Ganon yun. But didn't you know that there are so many ways that you can reduce, not evade, like ang evasion, or I mean, yung parang ayaw mong magbayad ng tax, that's not, that will be something na parang against what is the law. But if you have ways to reduce taxes, actually naka-state yan sa ating CRA mismo. It's actually the government that is giving us that information that, hey, Rocky, Maria, Shawnee, Brian, Jojo, Flo, Sister Ellen, Rommel, and Christy, there are ways that you can reduce your tax. You just have to know. Okay? And that's very interesting. Parang itong part 2 na to, ngayon pa lang natin sinisimulan. Parang ito yung part 1. Anyways, this is very good. Okay, basic information about tax. Ano-anong mga taxes ang alam natin? Can you give me one? Magsimula tayo kay Rommel and Christy. So, Rommel, anong tax ang alam mo? What are the taxes that you know?
What do you mean taxes?
Yeah. What are the different taxes that you know? Just give me one.
Different taxes?
Yeah.
Like from your income?
Income tax, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
From your income is income tax. Ang tawag doon is income tax. Okay, good. What about you, Christy?
So yeah, like the sales tax, GST.
Perfect. Yeah, sales tax. Everything we buy, it's tax. Kaya nga meron dito na event where nakalagay, no tax. And people are just like crazy buying a lot of things, right? Kasi no tax. So sales tax. Sister Ellen.
Service tax.
Service tax. Perfect. Okay. So sales and service tax. Next, Rocky.
School tax.
School tax. Perfect. What about Sister Maria?
Ay, pareho na rin kami.
Oh, talaga.
Shopping tax.
Shopping tax.
Ano?
Shop for
Shopping.
more tax.
Shopping tax. Okay. You're funny. Talaga to si Sister. Okay. Sister Shawnee. Sige nga. You.
Capital gain tax.
What?
Capital gain tax.
Capital gains tax.
Mm-mm.
Hey, if you sell your asset, like income property, you or business, you are subject to capital gains tax. Okay, who else? Brian?
Property tax.
Yeah,
There you go. Property. And what about Jojo?
Investment taxes.
Okay. So parang dividend tax, right?
And also, I think there's taxes when you die.
Estate tax.
Estate tax.
Right. Perfect. Anything else? What about when you buy a vehicle? Sales tax pa rin yun, right? Vehicle tax. So, if you think about it, if you will gonna make money, like you're in the higher bracket of income as an employee, how much do you think is your tax? Not just the income tax, but including all of these taxes. Did you think about that? Did it even come into your mind? How much taxes are we paying? Are we absorbing?
I stopped thinking about it anymore.
Well, you know what? In our first year pala here in Winnipeg, we're so blessed. We're so blessed to have people connected to the financial industry, tax, and so my accountant, lawyer, na naging friend and colleagues, right? So it made us more aware, like yung awareness of where we are, like when we do business, anong mangyayari, and then ganong kalaki. And when we had that session with our financial advisor, not even our first year, Orly became one of the assistants of a financial advisor. And when we were talking about yung tax and identifying okay, you buy stuff, you buy your goods, grocery, anything you put in your family stable, like everything's taxed. He came up, well, Sister Ellen is a financial advisor. Tama ba, sister? Just want to make sure I confirm it with you. I mean, you are more reliable than myself. I'm not a financial advisor, but you know what he told me? He was working with Investors Group, that financial planner. He said it's more than 50%.
Ang alin?
If you are in the highest bracket, making like you're in the highest tax bracket when it comes to income, and so what you're making as your income is already what 67%, that's a 33%, right, on tax.
Mm-hmm.
The income. So you'll net, if you make $1, ang totoo nun 67 cents lang yon. And you're paying property tax. You're paying goods. You're paying these kinds of services with taxes. When he adds it up, it came out to be for every dollar we make, it's just half of it that is really ours.
Yes.
Very interesting, di ba?
Yeah. Kasi yung pinambibili rin natin, that's after tax eh. And then, matatax pa tayo pag bumili tayo. So, add. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you think, that's one of the reasons why there are many who are not aware na they're in the highest income na, like you won't even believe it, like they're making 6-digit figures every year, pero they are in the brink of bankruptcy. Kasi what they were thinking is, if I make $1, I'm gonna get $1 regardless. So this time, moving forward, we have to be aware of that. Kasi di ba, parang sasabihin, oh wow, bibili ako ng kotse. 188 lang weekly. Ang kino-compute niya, gross income niya. Like, oh, I'm making, sabihin natin, inano ko lang to, I'm just making up these numbers. I'm making $200 a day. So, I'm working 6 days, so I'm making minimum of $1,200 a week. So, kayang-kaya ko yung $188 bi-weekly. Hello! 1,200 mo. Ang net mo nun, pag tinanggap mo yung payroll mo is how much? Probably baka nasa mga 700 in a week, right? Kasi kinaltas na yung tax mo. And then gagastos ka pa ng anything, manitira sa atin. Diba? So that's the thing. So that's why I want you to understand na ang daming taxes na sometimes hindi na natin hindi tayo nagiging aware of it. And pagdating ng income tax season, kagaya ngayon, that's why this is really very timely na pinag-usapan natin. Pagdating ng ganitong time, and then you're gonna go to your tax preparer, and then sasabihin nila sa'yo, oh, this is what you owe, and this is what you're gonna pay. Without even thinking, okay, bayaran ko yan. Right? Bayaran ko yan. And then, that's why recently, meron kaming kausap, sabi niya, I always pay every single year I file tax. Kaya what I did was, I asked the payroll department to add up $200 on my withholding tax. And I was like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Is that the way we should be handling yung ganitong klaseng situations? Hey, just to wake us up completely, I just want to let you know that this money that you're giving CRA, hindi ako against doon. I'm not even against that. But this is your hard-earned money. If you don't pay attention, sabi ni mentor, if you don't pay attention with your money, it will go somewhere else. It won't stay with you. Mm-hmm. And one of the things here is your tax. We don't sometimes even care. It's good. I heard from Sister Maria na nakipag-away siya talaga sa CRA. Kaya lang it ended up, talo pa rin siya. Right? Hindi pa rin siya nanalo. Kailangan pa rin niya magbayad. But it's okay. I mean, this would be, alam niyo, this discussion, I can talk this all day. I just want you to be awakened na there are ways para hindi tayo magkaroon ng ganong klaseng experience or parang itong nakikita natin kagaya ng sinabi ni Sister Shawnee na, oh, I received this letter. Parang it's a judgment day that I received this. Kailangan magbayad ako. Diba? Parang takot na takot tayo every time we receive this letter from CRA na, oh, this is something na kailangan ko kaagad bayaran, blah, 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 blah. But didn't you even try to call CRA and ask the person about this letter? Did you even try that? Kasi majority of us, pag nakatanggap ng letter, shock na tayo. Parang, naku, kailangan ko nang magbayad, mangungutang na lang ako para bayaran to because I don't wanna be audited. Did you even try to call CRA? Di ba nakalagay dun sa letter, call 1-800, pero anong ginagawa natin? Wag na lang, I'll just pay it. Tama ba yun? Tama ba yun sa atin? Si sister nakipag-away, pero majority of the people, they'll just say, I don't wanna be at mess with CRA, bayaran ko na lang. Tinawagan ko sila, actually. Mm-hmm. Good.
Gumawa lang sila ng paraan kung paano ako makakabayad. Ito ang paraan.
Okay.
That is the standard way of the way they make their letter.
Okay.
Legal, okay. Yeah, but they were very nice to tell you what to do and to make an arrangement how you gonna pay it.
Typically, kapag normally naman you're owing. Here's the thing, no? just FYI, experience ko to when I owned that Liberty Tax. Because I sold it already. Somebody else has owned it. So, in my 5 years, here's what I parang concluded. Kapag meron kang benefits, okay? Benefits or credits or anything that you didn't claim when you file, CRA doesn't care to inform you. They will not inform you na, uy, Brian, di mo na i-claim to, ibibigay ko sa'yo. No, you will not receive anything like that. You will only receive a letter kapag meron kang something payable. They're gonna call your attention. But of course, there are ways. Minsan naman, minsan may calculation kang mali or something like that, and they're gonna send you a reassessment. Sasabihin, itong ganito, meron kang, makikita mo yung numbers na, mali pala yung numbers na ipinail mo and those kind of stuff. But majority of the time, they're gonna call our attention if we have to pay them. They will not call our attention to claim the benefits and credits. Gets nyo?
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's why, Sister Maria, the word fairness is not present in tax laws. Okay? So, hindi galing sa akin yung word na yun. Galing yun kay Tom Wheelwright. just FYI. Kasi based on experience and well, that's it. It's already 7:01. I can't believe time flies so fast about this ganitong discussion. But here's the thing. Knowing this, taxes, if you're doing budgeting, kung gumagawa kayo ng budget, family budget, anong biggest expense? What is your biggest expense?
Bills.
Bills. What bills?
Hydro,
biggest expense. Romel and Christy.
Food.
Yeah, groceries.
Grocery. Sister Shawnee. Anong bills? It's all bills? Gas bill?
Pretty much, yeah. For...
It can be mortgage.
Yeah, mortgage pa rin.
Mortgage. Okay, Sister Ellen.
Ako kasi
budget.
Budget. Kasama sa budget ko yung pagta-travel Number one.
Travel ang pinakamalaki. What about Brian?
Mortgage pa rin po.
Mortgage. What about Joe and Flo?
Cell phone, insurance.
Okay. Biggest expense,
Mortgage pa rin.
Mortgage pa rin. Good to know. You know what my financial advisor told me at that time, 16 years ago? The biggest and most, which is somehow hiding, we can't see, is tax. That's our biggest expense.
That's true.
Hindi natin nakikita Pag tinanggap natin ang sweldo natin, kita niyo pa ba yung tax? Nakikita mo lang sa papel. Pero dun sa na-receive mo, hindi mo siya pansin, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That is the biggest expense that we have to be aware of. So, how investing in real estate will benefit you to save taxes? Parang next chapter yun. Parang part 3. But anyways, those 2 books na sinasabi ko sa inyo, Tax-Free Wealth by Tom Wheelwright and 10 Things That Canada Revenue Doesn't Want You to Know. Those are very, very important to read natin. Especially tayong dayo sa Canada. And also, if we really want to explore business, very significant yung 2 libro na yun. We read that book. I read the book several times, yung what CRA doesn't want you to know, several times. 16 years ago. We're so blessed to have, I told you earlier, na meron kaming accountant, meron akong lawyer that structured the business for us. And guess how many times we pay taxes? Ang daming refunds, ang daming tax benefits, ang dami talaga. Because you know what? One of the reasons why the tax laws are there is for us to benefit from taxes. That's why it's written. Pero we sometimes, dahil nga sa hindi tayo aware, it becomes burden to us. See how the deductions are created, the tax credits, tax benefits, tax shelter, ang dami. We are being encouraged to put a business na it doesn't necessarily be big. You can start a small business, but we never even look at that horizon. Majority of us, para nakatutok lang tayo sa work, we just have to work, and then that's it. That's how our lives here in Canada, parang ganon. So, moving forward, knowing this, I think meron na tayong edge. Again, this is from Tom Wheelwright. Any dollar we save is money for our family. Diba? Remember, yung ating income from work, that's hard-earned money. Let's not give it away. Komot sinabi lang, let's not give it away. That is our money. That's our hard-earned. Ipaglaban natin yon. So, if there are ways, maybe this time, kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-file ng tax for this year, ibahin nyo ang story. Sabihin nyo sa gagawa ng tax nyo, I want a refund. I don't want to pay. I want a big refund this year. And see how will they react. Did you try that before? Kasi since the first year na nag-file kami ng tax dito, that's my word to our accountant, to our tax preparer. Ayoko magbayad ng tax. Paano mo yan? Ano dapat natin gawin? So again, if we want to do that, we cannot do it kapag employee lang tayo. Okay? We have to be creative. Kung paano tayo naging creative sa life natin dito, how to survive in Canada, we have to be creative pagdating sa, okay, let's create a business. Tulungan mo akong magnegosyo and those kind of stuff. Anong klaseng business ang pwede kong gawin? Kasi a business is a tax shelter at bini-encourage tayo ng government na magkaroon tayo ng negosyo. Tandaan nyo yun. So, investment is another shelter. Any kinds of investment. Mapa stocks yan, so any paper assets investment, real estate, especially real estate. Sabi ko sa inyo, bias ako eh. Pagdating sa investment, real estate talaga. Yeah, I'm very biased. So, that's where your big savings, remember that. Galing kay Tom Wheelwright. Every dollar you save on your taxes is for your family. And it's coming, actually, sa inyo yun eh. It's your hard-earned money. Don't give it away. Okay? Don't give it away. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents for this session. I hope na nagkaroon tayo ng awareness and it's tax season, timely. Kaya yung mga hindi naka-attend dito, sabi ko nga, I am recording it anyways. For sure they're gonna learn from this as we all learn from this. Nakabitin yung real estate natin Maybe we're gonna explore more next time. Every Tuesday naman yung session natin, so we keep learning this good stuff. Okie dokie?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have
a good night. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, Sister Shani, Sister
you.
Maria.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, good night.
Bye-bye. Good night. Good night.